deeper part.
Here's our leader.
Yellow jersey. He's been joined by, it looks as if Frank Sleck, and we did mention that De Grief goes over the top, and Tom Danielson is also in there, and TJ Van Garderen and Levi Leipheimer. So they have made the junction to the yellow jersey, and nobody's going to ride now, and I think that's why Andy Sleck went back to try and help Frank back up to the yellow jersey.
Here we go. Now just hold on to your seats, everybody, because this could be a little bit nasty. Let's just wish them all the very best, shall we? We're going to see some fantastic descending here, and all credit to the motorcyclist, to be honest, because he's leaning over not only himself and the motorcycle, but also the cameraman who's switching about. He's probably locked at the moment on the upright support here, and this is a great performance by Sagan. Look at that lovely overtaking maneuver, and you saw the switchback sign there. That's for motorists as well as everybody else. You have to take great care here. Again, there we are, almost a double back hairpin on yourself with standing water here. Very, very dangerous.
Well, you don't want that going into a corner and then there's some water going across, but this looks as if the race organisation has put these signs in, and I think that's one of the first I've seen in a descent they put these signs in, but Cunego can descend, so
well, he's got a low centre of gravity, that's for sure, and some of the bigger men are going to be hard to match him. Oh, a little correction coming into this one. Keeping it as smooth as possible throughout all of the curves is exactly what you want to do. 9 kilometres remaining, and he'll sail this one in, I think. This is fantastic. He's got is it Sagan hot on his heels here?
No, Salerno's coming up for liquid gas, and Tendam was with him, and he's decided, whoa, I'm not going down.
Can't
as quick
hold
as
on.
that. No.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to stay safe more than anything else, to be honest. But another correction in the corner. Well, if that is Salerno at the moment, he's going to fancy this. He's going very, very well, just avoiding that little rivulet that's come across, or just straight lining over it.
Sagan there, so Sagan coming up to Tendam, and Motorbike goes past up to Salerno, and this is a really dodgy descent, but they seem to be doing okay, and Cunego really seems to be going for it, and this race today is going to be in bits. One of the shorter stages, 107.6 kilometres, but it's going to be all over the place.
It's terrific. The motorcyclist really working hard here. You see the cameraman is just hugging his pilot, because he needs to hold on around all of these corners here, doing a terrific job. The bike riders, incidentally, that are the cameras here, they're sort of shared, do a lot of their duties on the Tour de France, the big tours. It's the same guys that go, but of course with the Dauphiné and the Tour of Switzerland, numbers deplete, I suppose, spread thin. And here we go, we've caught up with our race leader, and it's been quite an effort. Oh, you can hear the pegs scratching on the tarmac there as he just cut that hairpin to try and stay away from the riders behind him. Quite often, Brian, good cyclists are quicker than good motorcyclists in a moment like this.
No, most definitely, and they will go down here faster than motorbikes, but Cunego putting a huge effort in here. I did say earlier, it's probably in recent times this is the best stage race performance I've seen him put in a big stage like this. I know he won the Giro d'Italia in the past, but in recent times he hasn't been quite with it, apart from some of the classics, and he turned into kind of classics type rider, but in a stage race like this is a huge performance by this man here.
Here we go. Yeah, absolutely. 6.9 kilometres remaining, and the bike really struggling to stay with here. We have got the helicam up, indeed, at this part. Just would love to know where the yellow jersey is, to be honest, if we can possibly just pick him out along the way. 16 seconds only adrift. I'd love to see him. 6.6 to go, and is your money on Cunego?
It's not over yet.
I don't think so either. That's why I asked.
I know it's all downhill, and Salerno's coming up here, and Salerno won't help him because Peter Sagan is just not that far behind. I wouldn't judge this 15-16 seconds to the yellow jersey group. I think it's probably nearer a minute, and it flashed up a wee bit, but it's gone again. So I'm pretty sure that Tendam and Peter Sagan are the riders at Group 3. As another correction on this water as it passes over the corners. Very, very dangerous.
Well, it's no about the bravery award for today. It has to go to Damiano Cunego, but right now he's entirely focused on just shortening the line through here, and he's having to take tremendous care as he drives in. almost got it very, very wrong there, and just tight on the inside of a corner. You saw a little bit of road breakage, and the shale was there. One of the bikes being called away because the pursuers are here. Great radio contact, great marshalling of the bike riders here and their cameramen. And you just caught a flash in the wing mirror there of one of the boys who's bringing you these pictures, and taking a tremendous amount of risks himself as well. Policemen, incidentally, a lot of them. These guys, so used to outriding duties as well. They're doing a superb job of just keeping up and keeping you informed about the pace of the man out front at the moment, Damiano Cunego. Just to remind you, he was 2 minutes down and then decided to go for the bridge. He did it, caught all of a quality field up front, including Andy Schleck, incidentally. Passed them all, and this was the moment that we saw.
Salerno going straight on here.
Ah, no, indeed, yeah. It was exactly at this point that I was worried for Cunego, and he's been down. He's been down.
Yeah.
He's been down and he's hurting. Oh dear, well, we told you it was not a nice surface here. That's a wake-up call for everybody. Yeah, you've got to be so careful. You can get caught out at any point. Puncture as well on some of the shale here. It's like little pieces of flint. It can get into the tyres or indeed into the rim, and then you're in serious trouble. Right now he's riding safely, and let's hope it stays like that. But Salerno has taken a big hit on the road here.
Yeah, I can't believe I used to do that stuff. It's hairy times. You just see this corner here, just corrects himself.
Yeah, this is the moment where he almost dipped into the shale there. Very, very nasty moment. Well, he got away with it. We spotted that earlier on. Let's just hope he stays safe now. He's going for victory here, and why not? He'll be a famous one for him.
Yeah, almost definitely, and really taking it to everybody else. He's got 20 seconds and the next person on the road, and that'll be Lawrence Ten Dam. But have a think about the guy in the back of the camera bike at the moment. He's holding on with one hand and he's got a camera in the other. Oh, here we go. Oh, this must be Peter Sagan. Has to be.
He does have a cameraman on the back there, Brian. There's two of them on the bike, but yes, he's holding on to the bike rider. Yes, exactly, and one camera on the other. Aaron Harris says, "What fantastic downhill!" He said, "Chapeau to the bike riders for bringing us these pictures." Absolutely, we concur, big time. Ten Dam trying his best just to keep in touch with a man who's on fire at the moment, Damiano Cunego, on what has been a very wet day. Thankfully it's dried out, which is allowing us to see this sort of action on the downhill. Run for home, 3.5 kilometres now to go. That's all.
Yeah, I'm unsure. What's this car doing? Slowly getting in the way. It's going to slow him up a wee bit. But one of the race directors, you were just complimenting the race directors. One of the race director cars just getting in the way at the moment. But this stage is still not over. If that's Sagan behind, Sagan can descend, and look at him at the moment, eating into that ground that Cunego's got in front of us, down to about 50 metres.
Well, Salerno, his teammate from Liquigas, took a big tumbles, and Sagan certainly can descend here. That incidentally is the safety car that just makes sure that everyone is aware that the riders are coming through. He'd done duties. He'd had to basically stop some of those cars from the cafe from having any kind of road movement, and just making sure, going down with lights ablaze and horn sounding as well. But it shows you they'd caught the car, they'd caught the safety car essentially. He wasn't further enough down the road to be at a safe distance. He's now shot off as quickly as he can just to give them some respite here.
Well, Sagan has just made it up to the back wheel of Cunego now, so Cunego's riding for time, so he'll ride all the way the last 2.4 kilometres. He flicks the elbow. I'm not going to go through and help you. You're going for the yellow jersey. I'm here for the stage win, and I'm going to secure it. So Damiano, you ride me to the line, I'll take the stage. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll just bed in there and he can flick out his elbows as much as he wants. He's not going to offer too much help because he knows that Cunego is going to time trial all the way now to the line and some of the chases. And I think this might be the yellow jersey. Oh, we just pulled back. No, it's not. It's 10 down. Beg your pardon. Just missed the colour mix there. Fuglsang it is, and 10 down at the moment. Well, the lollipop holder telling everyone to slow down. He's talking to the bike. He's just minded to just keep in touch with these boys at the moment, and the speeds remain here. 1.8 to go, but we haven't had a chance to tip the camera and just see how fast they're on the descent here. But I'll be bound, it's probably well into the 50s here, despite the switchbacks that we've had along the way as we head towards Grindelwald here, and the cowbells are ringing to welcome them in. It'll be in around about 500 metres time. The Flamme Rouge for these two. It's going to be Sagan Sagan's day, one feels, but what a great effort by Damiano Cunego, and he's going to be the leader, surely, at the end of today. They're off the danger zone right now, and they're into the descending highway. Thank heaven for that. Keep it safe, fellas. Well, the rain almost blighted the action, I think, earlier on today. But what a fireworks finish we've got here. Underneath the Flamme Rouge they go right now. And Sagan, I think, is in mugging mode right now. He's done the job. Salerno, I think, almost paced him down and came a cropper, his teammate, on the descent here. But again, it's still cat and mouse here. And Cunego has done a tremendous job. He'll be the man in gold this evening, that's for sure. But you feel that Sagan really is going to take a step forward right before the line here. What a heartbreak that will be for Cunego, who's done such a fantastic job. Personally speaking, I'd love it if Cunego can hold him off, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, at the end of the day, he's going for the yellow jersey, and that's what professional sport's all about in cycling. You have to ride for time, and Sagan lost some time yesterday, and he's going to be rewarded today with a stage win.
Well, fabulous pictures on the descent, and a fabulous job that Damiano Cunego has done here. And here he goes. Sagan is just going to wind him up, take him on the inside. Oh dear, just a little switchback here. It is winding in with 125 metres to go here. It's going to be Sagan that takes the stage, but the man who takes the honours, essentially, is Damiano Cunego, who takes the race lead here. And here coming back to try and get the day's podium. Oh, and a little bit of shenanigans going in, trying to drive his man into the boards there, Ten Dam, but it's going to be Fuglsang that comes across the line here for third place. Ten Dam coming back at him though as he comes towards the line. Well, I feel if he'd only kicked a little bit there, he may well have got it, but in the end he just sees it for safety, one thinks.